however, this resolution should not prejudge the negotiation in the Conference of Disarmament. Japan's priority on the FMCT in the CD remains unchanged. Second, as for the resolution L23, 24, and 36 regarding the humanitarian impact of nuclear weapons, since Japan precisely recognizes the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons based on first-hand experiences, we have made various efforts in spreading our recognition to raise awareness of the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons. While Japan's position is to continuously pursue the total elimination of nuclear weapons in a way that is compatible with our security policy, the recognition of the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons has always been the basis of our practical and concrete approach towards nuclear disarmament. On the other hand, for advancing nuclear disarmament, cooperation and mutual trust between nuclear and non-nuclear weapon states is indispensable, namely, the precise recognition of the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons should serve as the bridge builder for unifying the international community. Japan made its voting decision on each of these three humanitarian draft resolutions according to its basic position. Third, with regards to the resolution L41, as the only country to have ever suffered atomic bombings, Japan has been devoted tireless efforts to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons. In order to advance our common goal effectively, it is essential that nuclear weapon state and non-nuclear weapon state work together and take united action based on nuclear understanding of the inhumanity of nuclear weapons and also with an objective assessment of the reality of civil security environment. From this viewpoint, we have advocated that it is imperative to pursue as much common ground as possible to converge different views among the international community regarding how to achieve our common goal. We therefore repeatedly requested to have consensus-based decision-making in the resolution. However, it is regrettable that our basic position has not been reflected. Japan does not deny various efforts, including pursuit of a legal framework in order to attain a world without nuclear weapons. However, we decided our voting behavior based on the consistency with our basic national position just mentioned before. As repeatedly stated at the OEWG in Geneva this year, we are concerned about the fact that this fragmentation of the disarmament community would undermine the progress of effective nuclear disarmament. In order to prevent further divisiveness of the international community, Japan will redouble its efforts to engage in nuclear disarmament through the constructive cooperation between nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states. Fourthly, Japan abstained from voting on the resolution L42. Due to the immense destructive power and lethal force of nuclear weapons, Japan believes that their use clearly does not comply with the spirit of humanitarianism, which is philosophical foundation of international laws. Nevertheless, the advisory opinion of the ICJ, as it is set out in this resolution, demonstrate the complexity of this issue. Japan supports the unanimous conclusion of the judges of the ICJ that there exists an obligation to pursue in good faith and conclude negotiations leading to nuclear disarmament. On the other hand, we are convinced that realistic measures are required in order to achieve steady progress in nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation. It is from this point of view that we consider the condition has not yet ripened to call on all states immediately to fulfill this obligation by commencing multilateral negotiations leading to the early conclusion of the Nuclear Weapons Convention. Nevertheless, Japan will continue to make maximum efforts to achieve our common goal. Fifth, as for the resolution L47, we share the goal of the total elimination of nuclear weapons, which is the focus of this resolution. However, in order to steadily implement concrete measures for nuclear disarmament, Japan attaches great greatest importance to united action by international community, including the nuclear weapon states. In this regard, there remain difference between my country's view and the approach of this resolution. Lastly, Mr. Chairman, with regards to the resolution L65 Lev 1, an early conclusion of an FMCT is an important building block towards the world free of nuclear weapons and our priority in CD. Although the CD has long been considered as the forum to negotiate an FMCT with the engagement of all stakeholders, the majority of the international community is extremely frustrated by the CD's long stalemate. Japan supports the resolution L65 Lev 1 with expectation that it will reignite the momentum towards an early commencement of negotiation of an FMCT. We now understand that this resolution will provide another chance for the CD. Should the CD fail to commence negotiation on a treaty through the work of the high-level FMCT expert preparatory group, which will be established based on this resolution, we must seriously consider other ways that may facilitate the commencement of negotiations. My delegation reiterates our commitment to continuing our efforts to start negotiation of the FMCT at the earliest possible date. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.